Okay, let's talk about the LP5. About LP5. LP5, one is tax on agents of foreign insurance. Under Section 124 of the NIRC, fire, marine, or miscellaneous insurance, agents authorized under the insurance code to procure policies of insurance on risk located in the Philippines for companies not authorized to transact business in the Philippines are subject to a tax equal to twice the tax imposed on life insurance premiums. RA 1001 reduced the tax on life insurance premium from 5% to 2%. Therefore, the tax on agent of foreign insurance is 4%. Next is tax on overseas dispatch message or conversation originating from the Philippines. The overseas dispatch message or conversation transmitted from the Philippines by telephone, telegraph, telewrite, exchange, wireless, and other communication equipment services is subject to a 10% percentage tax. This percentage tax is commonly referred to as the overseas communication tax. Next is winning from horse race or jay alay. Winning from race tracks and jay alay are subject to the following amusement tax. Winning in horse race or jay alay in general is 10%. Winning from double forecast or quinilla and trifecta beats 4%. Owner of winning our horse is 10%. Tax on winnings, the payout on combination beats is subject to 4% on the net winnings. The payout on straight wages non-combination beats is taxable at 10%. The tax shall be deducted from the dividend corresponding to each winning tickets or the price or each winning race horse winnings. Winnings are race horse owner and withheld by the operator or person in charge of the horse race before paying the dividend or prices of the persons entitled thereto. The tax shall be paid within 20 days from the date is withheld. Next is withholdings of percentage tax at source. The sale to government agencies and instrumentalities including government-owned and controlled corporation (GOCC) is subject to a withholding tax of 3% at source. The government agency, instrumentality, or GOCC withhold 3% percentage tax in issues to taxpayer BIR Form 2307. The taxpayer shall attach BIR Form 2307 in filing this monthly percentage tax return. The same procedure is employed for withholding made by the BSP on gross receipt of banks and quasi-banks on their special deposit accounts or liquidity reserve accounts. Next is tax on other taxable sales of non-VAT taxpayers. The imposable percentage tax on taxable sales or receipt done from services or transaction, especially subject to the percentage tax of non-VAT registered person is 3%. Next is exemption percentage tax. The percentage tax those not cover: 1 is VAT taxpayer, 2 self-employed and or professionals who opted to the 8% income tax, 3 is cooperatives. CE and P under 8% income tax. Under income taxation, self-employed individuals and or professionals, CE or P, may OPT to be taxed on that 8% income tax, which is bundle tax that covers both income tax and percentage tax. As such, they are no longer subject to 3% percentage tax. Is the 8% tax in lieu of regular income tax and the 3% general percentage tax. Individual paying the 8% income tax shall only file BIR from 1701A. There is no need file BIR from 2551Q. Next is exemption of cooperative from percentage tax. Under the section 116 of the NIRC of 1997, cooperatives shall be exempt from the 3% percentage tax. This exemption, however, is not absolute. Sales or receipt of cooperatives outside their registered activities are still subject to business tax, similar to the business tax treatment of government agencies and non-profit institution. That is the LP5. Let's talk about excise tax. Excise tax is belong of LP6. Excise tax is a hybrid consumption tax with a regulatory overture. It is imposed only to certain goods or services. As a consumption tax, it normally applies when the goods are intended for domestic consumption. Hence, it tax goods domestically produced or imported for domestic use and exempt goods products for export. If the goods are exported out of the country, the manufacturer or producer of the goods subjected to excise tax may claim tax credit or tax refund for the excise tax paid. In certain cases, however, the regulatory features of excise tax is too intense that is disregards its consumption tax nature by taxing even export as a matter of national interest or public policy. The transshipment of SIA product such as alcohol or cigarettes into designated eco zone and the export of locally extracted mineral products is subject to excise tax even if they are for foreign consumption. Excise tax are generally levied at the point of production or importation. The tax collected before the goods are removed at the point of production or before the removal of the goods from customs. Exceptionally, cosmetic, surgery, and mineral products are subject to excise tax at the point of for sale. The Philippine version of excise tax is limited only to certain goods with the exemption of cosmetic surgery. The only service currently subject to excise tax in other countries, even vices such as gambling or morally damaging activities such as prostitution are taxed. List of taxable articles and services in the Philippines: alcohol product such as distilled spirit, wines, and fermented liquors. 2. Tobacco products such as cigars and cigarettes. 3 is petroleum products such as gas, gasoline, diesel, wax, lubricant oil, and kerosenes, naphtha, etc. 4 is mineral products, whether metallic or non-metallic minerals and quarry resources. 5 is miscellaneous articles such as automobiles, non-essential goods like jewelry, perfume, and yacht, yate, and sweetened beverages like soft drinks and sweetened drinks. 6 is non-essential services such as cosmetic surgery.